All right, good morning everyone. September 23rd, opening day of Kansas archery antelope season, and Jarrod and I are just getting out and about. I'm the only one that has the antelope tag today. Jarrod's got a deer tag in his pocket in case we happen to get lucky and find a really good deer. But anyway, we found a beautiful antelope, really unique buck. He has one horn coming straight up like normal, and then the other one is kind of facing forward and down, and he's out there by himself. Seems to be wanting to protect his area, so we might see if we can't get on him with a decoy, or maybe even just kind of get in his travel path or something like that. So anyway, just getting ready, got the Hoyt ready, got some Grim Reapers loaded up, and hopefully we get it done today. All right guys, well, it's round 2 with El Toro. He's our crooked antlered pronghorn, and I got a little opportunity at him just a little bit ago, but it wasn't the perfect shot, wasn't a very close shot. So we've got him in a CRP field right now, and I think we got a good little alleyway running to him. We got a draw going south. The wind's kind of gonna push us down the hill here, and then we'll get the wind right, get the sun right, and then kind of peek up over the hill. And I hope that we can get in close enough that the cover is tall enough that I think we can crawl in and get another shot at him. So we'll see. All right, guys, we got him about 150 yards right now. We'll see if he'll decoy here. Jarrod's behind me like 30 yards. So we're gonna see if he'll come in.
Looking back on this footage, I can tell that this buck is a little bit closer than I had thought at the time, and I wish now that I would have raised up and got a range on him and potentially tried a shot.
Well, stock number 2 did not work out. We played our cards a little bit wrong there. We had him in a CRP field, or yeah, CRP and weeds and whatnot, and honestly taller cover than average for antelope, which is to our benefit. However, we weren't patient enough to kind of let him settle in, lay down, whatever, and we kind of pushed it a little bit. So anyway, we're gonna see if we can relocate him and get him in another favorable spot. All right guys, it's about 10:30, and the wind has came up, as you can see. We finally got our kind of gnarly buck laying down over here in an open field. Jarrod is on the other side of the field, and I've got a little pinch point right here where a cornfield meets a road, and we're gonna try to get him to come my direction and get him to come through this little pinch point, which will put him within bow range. So just see what happens right here. Well, that was fun. Just got back to the truck, and the antelope went east the wrong direction rather than coming northwest toward the little pinch point that I was sitting in. So back to the drawing board. Jarrod is on his hike back somewhere, so I'm going to pick him up and we're going to go find a different one. 3 failed stalks at the funky buck, and we're going to move on. So we'll see where Jarrod's at. All right guys, here's the deal. It's 12:30. We've had like 3 encounters with the goat that was really non-typical, and we finally found a really good typical, and he's in a really difficult spot because of course antelope always bed in difficult spots. They're in the middle of a drilled field or open field, dirt. So we've got a decoy. we're going to go up to this edge. We're going to try to get as close as we can and just pop up a decoy. And Jarrod's probably going to kind of try to work the decoy behind me in hopes to bring him within 80 yards or so. So we're going to work up this bottom right here, get in this fence corner, and just try the decoy thing.
As you can see, the antelope was fully focused on the decoy, paying no attention to me. But unfortunately, I rushed the shot and didn't make it count. Luckily, Jarrod was able to make a quick adjustment to the decoy and grab the buck's attention one more time. As you can see in the right hand side of the screen, I was able to reposition, come to full draw, and get ready for another shot as the buck worked back in to investigate.
All right, we have some good news. We've spotted the antelope up over the hill. He's laid down, he's done, he's expired. We've glassed him from a distance, and we're gonna go get him here in a minute. So I wanted to kind of explain to you guys how this happened, because this was a unique deal. I want to kind of explain what happened, because this is what we will look for in the future, and then also I recommend everybody looking for in a situation when you're spotting, stalking antelope. So the closest we could get is this fence line at these weeds right here. And they were 150 yards out in this open ag field. It was just bare dirt. And we were able to come all the way up this ravine and get to this fence. I had to crawl the last 30 yards or so. And once I got here, Jarrod stayed back with the decoy. And he had a full body decoy. And he was able to pop that decoy up and move it around and actually act like he was closing the distance to the does. And the buck, most times, will come defend that. He came right to me. He came right to the clump of weeds I was beside. And I thought he was going to be in my lap, and then he kind of peeled off, and he was about 70, 75. I ended up rushing the first shot. He jumped out a little further. I ranged, settled in, knew it was going to be one last final pull. And luckily he stayed around long enough that I could make a good shot. So I absolutely think I drilled him. Perfect shot. He's just laying over the hill. We're going to go check him out. Just an awesome scenario. Let's go get him. Smokes. Dude. Holy cow. Man, that shot was better than I thought. I thought he spun, and I thought I caught him just a touch back, but he must have been quartering two, and it went in most of the way. I mean, the fletchings aren't covered, but like it's all the way up too. I think it went in full cavity, and he ended up kicking it out right here. But look at the wound that the Grim Reaper did. The old RX-7 Ultra. It was hard holding her steady today. It was a little windy, but Look at that beauty. I am pumped about this goat because you go out and you look for opportunities, because when they're in a tough spot, you really can't do nothing with them out here. But whenever you get a big one and get a good opportunity, you got to count your blessings. So what a stud of an antelope. Like I said, Jarrod and I, we've been at this deal for 5 years or so, and we just keep battling and starting to figure out, if you drop that decoy guy back 50, 70, 100 yards, a lot of times you can get them to come to the shooter. So apologize for the wind. It's windy out here, but what an awesome goat. First day, opening day of the Kansas archery goat season, and the Hoyt has struck.